Welcome to another epic Yu-Gi-Oh deck guide. Today, we're diving into one of the shiniest and stylish combo decks in the game, none other than the Gem Knight. Gem Knight is a powerful lineup of earth and light monsters that focuses on fusion summoning again and again. Thanks to their non-once-per-turn fusion spells and recycling monsters, they can keep fusing from hand, field, and GY. With the right combo, the deck can FTK your opponent using powerful burn effects. So if you're looking for a deck that lets you combo non-stop and burn your opponent's LP mercilessly, Gem Knight is the deck for you. First, let's start breaking down the monster lineup. Gem Knight Lapis is your key normal monster for most of your fusion combos. It lets you access your best fusion monsters and works especially well with cards like Adamantipator or Link Spider for extra extenders. Always make sure to keep one in rotation. It's the core material for your burn combo with Lady Lapis Lazuli. Gem Knight Sapphire is another normal monster that helps fill your fusion requirements. It can be summoned using Rescue Rabbit, Unexpected Die, or even Reasoning just to get more materials on board. It's mostly here to enable fusion plays and not much else. Gem Knight Obsidian is your main way to bring back Lapis from the GY. It lets you special summon a level 4 or lower normal monster from your GY when it's sent from your hand to the GY. It's perfect when used with Gem Knight Fusion or Brilliant Fusion style effects to extend your plays. Gem Knight Lazuli is your other way to recycle Lapis and keep fusion looping. If it's sent to the GY by a card effect, you can add a normal monster from your GY back to your hand. Works great when fused using Gem Knight Fusion since it gives you back a key material. Gem Knight Quartz is your starter and extender all-in-one. You can discard it to set Gem Knight Fusion directly from your deck, and if used as fusion material, it lets you add a Gem Knight from your GY to your hand. It's a must-have for consistent openings and keeps your fusion engine alive through grind games. Gem Knight Alexandrite is your recruiter for normal monsters. You can tribute it to special summon any Gem Knight normal monster straight from your deck. A great way to get Lapis or Sapphire instantly for your fusion plays. Gem Knight Amber is your banish recovery tool and a semi-normal monster. While on the field or in the GY, it's treated as a normal monster. You can normal summon it again to turn it into an effect monster that recovers your banished cards. Useful for getting back banished combo pieces or fusion spells. Gem Knight Emerald is your fusion revival monster. You can banish itself and a normal monster to special summon a Gem Knight fusion monster from your GY. Helps bring back powerful monsters like Lady Lapis Lazuli or Master Diamond to push for game. Gem Knight Holocore is your defensive extender and index negation tech for Gem Knights. It lets you send a Gem Knight normal monster or Gem Knight fusion from your deck to the GY to special summon itself in defense position. It also has a powerful quick effect. If you control a Gem Knight fusion monster, you can banish this and 2 other Gem Knights from the GY to negate any effect, and then boost all your Gem Knights by 1000 ATK. Gem Knight Neperim is your new combo starter and consistent searcher for any Gem Knight card. It lets you add a Gem Knight card from your deck to your hand on normal or special summon, and also gives you an extra normal summon that same turn. It even special summons itself from the GY if it was sent from hand or deck, just by discarding another card. Super useful for looping combos. Now, let's move on to the spells and traps. Gem Knight Fusion is your core fusion spell and the heart of every combo. It lets you fusion summon a Gem Knight monster using materials from your hand or field, and you can add it back to your hand by banishing a Gem Knight from your GY. You'll be recycling this card multiple times in one turn to keep your fusion plays going non-stop. Brilliant Fusion is your explosive combo starter. Almost an instant win if it resolves. It lets you send monsters from your deck to the GY to fusion summon a Gem Knight, usually sending Lapis and Lazuli to kick off your burn combos. Use this card after baiting out hand traps like Ash Blossom for maximum safety. Absorb Fusion is your search and fusion spell rolled into one. It lets you add a Gem Knight card from your deck to your hand, and you can fusion summon by banishing materials from hand or field. It's a great way to search combo pieces like Quartz or Lazuli while also getting a fusion summon. Particle Fusion is your board fusion enabler with a power boost. It lets you fusion summon using monsters from your field, and then banish itself from the GY to boost your new fusion's ATK by one of its material stats. Great for pushing for game when you need that little extra damage. Scatter Fusion is your aggressive mid-game fusion starter. If your opponent controls a monster, you can fusion summon a non-rock Gem Knight by using materials straight from your deck, but you're locked into only summoning Gem Knights afterward. It's an amazing way to extend combos when going second, especially with powerful fusions like Lady Lapis Lazuli. Gem Knight Dispersion is your new fusion spell with bonus deck access. It lets you fusion summon a Gem Knight fusion using materials from your hand or field, and if Gem Knight fusion is in your GY, you can even use up to 2 non-rock Gem Knights from your deck or extra deck. Its second effect also adds a gem monster from deck or banished pile to your hand, giving you extra follow-up or combo pieces. Brilliant Spark is your surprise burn damage and recovery trap. If a Gem Knight you control is destroyed, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original ATK, and it can recycle itself by discarding a Gem Knight from your hand. Perfect for finishing games or recovering this card for grindy duels. Gem Enhancement is your revival trap. You tribute a Gem Knight you control to special summon a different Gem Knight from your GY. Useful for extending plays or reviving key fusions during your opponent's turn. Fragment Fusion is your GY-based fusion spell. You banish materials from your GY to fusion summon a Gem Knight monster, but it gets destroyed during the end phase. It's a powerful follow-up play or surprise OTK option when you're already set up. Pyroxene Fusion is your standard fusion trap. It lets you send fusion materials from your hand or field to fusion summon a Gem Knight monster. It's helpful when you need an extra fusion play during your opponent's turn or after your combo ends. And last but not the least, let's move on to the extra deck. Gem Knight Phantom Quartz is your main Link 2 starter and extender for all your Gem Knight plays. It lets you search any Gem Knight card on Link Summon, usually Gem Knight Fusion or Obsidian, and it can also fusion summon by paying 1000 LP using banished or GY materials. This effect is a game changer. It helps loop your resources, fuel your combos, and set up big fusion boards fast. Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond is your powerhouse extender with huge ATK and a crazy fusion effect. It lets you tribute a Gem Knight to special summon any other Gem Knight fusion from your extra deck. You usually bring this out first, then use her effect to summon Master Diamond or Seraphonite for your combo. Gem Knight Seraphonite is your key combo extender that helps you unclog your hand. It gives you an extra normal summon while on the field, super useful for getting out cards like Crystal Rose or any other combo piece. It also has synergy with Union Carrier, since you can use that to equip Block Dragon and then fuse into Seraphonite to send block to the GY. Gem Knight Zirconia is your flexible fusion beater and material dump. It can be summoned using any rock monsters as materials, making it easy to bring out with things like Block Dragon and other rocks. It's often used as an early fusion to enable your bigger plays or just as material for brilliant fusion. Gem Knight Lady Rose Diamond is your fairy fusion tech and built-in protection for your Gem Knight board. It lets you prevent your Gem Knights from being destroyed by card effects once per opponent's turn, and it can also destroy a face-up card your opponent controls as a quick effect by banishing a Gem Knight from your GY. Great for protecting your combo pieces while disrupting your opponent during your turn, especially if they try to stop your setup with hand traps or monster effects. Gem Knight Prismora is your simple but strong spot removal tool for breaking boards. It lets you discard a Gem Knight card to destroy any face-up card on the field, great for getting rid of problem monsters or continuous spells/traps. Especially good when paired with cards that want to be in the GY anyway, like Crystal Rose or Gem Knight Fusion. Gem Knight Aquamarine is your sapphire-based fusion and a neat utility for spot bouncing. When it's sent from the field to the GY, it lets you target one card your opponent controls and bounce it back to the hand. You can trigger its effect by linking it away, fusing it off, or using it as material, which makes it useful mid-combo to disrupt your opponent's board. Gem Knight Lady Lapis Lazuli is your main burn tool and OTK engine. It lets you send a Gem Knight monster from deck or extra deck to the GY to burn your opponent for 500 LP per special summon monster on the field. You'll want to activate this at least twice with 6+ monsters on the field to reach 8,000 burn damage with the help of Master Diamond. Gem Knight Master Diamond is your ultimate win condition and finisher. It gains ATK equal to a banished Gem Knight and can copy the effect of another Gem Knight monster in your GY once per turn. Use it to copy Lady Lapis Lazuli and burn your opponent again and again. Usually 3 burns is game over. And Gem Knight Master Diamond Dispersion is your new boss monster and the upgrade of Master Diamond with more explosive combo finisher. It lets you quick effect send itself to the GY to special summon up to 3 non-rock gem monsters from your extra deck or GY, ignoring their summoning conditions. It can also special summon itself from the GY when one of your Gem Knight fusion monsters is destroyed by battle, giving you another chance to pop off. However, once you use its effect, you're locked into fusion summons from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, so make sure to time this as your final push. The main goal of Gem Knight is to use multiple fusion summons in a single turn to set up your Gem Knight big fusion monsters like Lady Lapis Lazuli and Master Diamond. With enough materials, you can activate Lazuli once and Master Diamond twice to burn your opponent for lethal 8,000 damage. You need starting cards like Gem Knight Quartz, Gem Knight Obsidian, and Gem Knight Lazuli to start fusing and recycling your materials. Phantom Quartz is your main searcher and extender, while cards like Crystal Rose help set up the GY for more combos. You also need to set up key cards in the GY like Gem Knight Fusion, which can come back by banishing a Gem Knight. Cards like Lazuli and Obsidian can trigger in the GY when used as fusion materials, giving you more cards and combo fuel. However, Gem Knight also has its weaknesses. Gem Knight is weak against cards like Non-Fusion Area or Dimensional Barrier, which stop your fusion summons completely. Archlord Christia and Domain of the True Monarchs can lock you out of special summoning. GY floodgates like Dimension Shifter and Macrocosmos shut down your recycling plays, especially your Gem Knight Fusion recursion. Ash Blossom can block your searchers like Absorb Fusion or Phantom Quartz. And since Phantom Quartz is your main way to search Gem Knight Fusion, losing access to it can break your whole combo. To deal with these threats, you can run Called by the Grave and Crossout Designator to protect your combos from hand traps. If you're facing floodgates and back row heavy decks, side in spell trap removal like Cosmic Cyclone and Twin Twisters. Consider Triple Tactics Talent or Dark Ruler no more when going second to stop hand traps or negate boards, and you can side Super Polymerization to break through opposing fields using your own fusion mechanic. To end the duel, trigger Lady Lapis Lazuli's burn effect once and copy it twice using Master Diamond. This usually deals over 8,000 damage. If the FTK route fails, beat down your opponent with big fusion monsters and keep recycling your resources until you outlast them. You've now got a new finisher Gem Knight Master Diamond Dispersion. Whether it's by burn or beatdown, you've got the best tools to finish the duel in style. Therefore, Gem Knight is a fusion-heavy combo deck that rewards smart plays and quick thinking. Whether you're burning your opponent for game on turn 1 or grinding them out with fusion spam, this shiny archetype proves that crystals aren't just for show, they're for domination. So check out this amazing deck and start competing online or even in real tournaments. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.